going on, everybody? We're at an undisclosed body shop. I'm not going to talk about where because this usually turns out bad. I got a 2012 Ford Fusion that has no front turn signals. So let's take a look real quick. So I've got the hazards on, and as you can see, no turn signal operation. No turn signal operation. And we've got left rear and right rear. All right. So let's, what I've been told was there was a left front collision. I'm trying to get some better lighting here, sorry. A left front collision on the vehicle. The left front headlamp was replaced, fender bumper repair, bulbs were installed, and they checked the one fuse. They said there was one fuse for the whole system, for all of them, so they assumed it wasn't the fuse because the rears work. At least that's what the service advisor told me. Now, there's no diagnostic technicians here, so this may very well be a simple repair. So let's just take a quick look at a wiring diagram since we've confirmed the actual customer concern. All right, so we're using MotoLogic here, so this way we can look at an OE diagram and the hyperlinks function. That's why I like MotoLogic. Basically, we can see the smart junction box, which is inside the vehicle, has an internal logic board that probably receives requests from the turn signal switch. There is a 20 amp fuse that feeds power to all of these logic controls. And then the turn signal, I have not checked park, so I'll check that in a second. The turn signal switched ignition or switched power source comes in with no connectors between the smart junction box directly to the turn lamp. I'm just going to diagnose the one. The ground source for this turn signal. Hold up, is this getting kind of confusing? Well, if it is, you guys can head over to L1training.com, and I have hundreds of hours of advanced level training. We cover diagnosis, module programming, EEPROM, immobilizer, keys, board repairs, all of the great stuff you guys have questions about at L1training.com. Most of these classes are done live, so we have these Q&As where you guys can ask questions, and I answer them right there. Head on over to L1training.com and sign up, and we'll see you guys there. Is ground 104. So we're going to just go straight to the bulb and see if we've got power coming in and no ground, or got good ground and no power coming in, to determine which direction to go next. Alright, so this connection was already, sheathing was already pulled. Let me go ahead and turn the engine on. Alright, so basically I've just used this easy hook from AES Wave. Come on. Go ahead and focus for me. And attached to the ground side supply to the bulb circuit. And you can see we have a pulsing because our hazards are on. Our other end of our test light is attached to ground. And I feel like a test light is an appropriate tool for this concern because we are testing a light circuit. So, what do you know? Make sure to cover your piercing probes when you're done, otherwise you will end up with green crusties and more problems down the road. So we've got that hooked onto the ground side circuit, and we see a pulse there, which means we have got B+, and if we move our reference side to power, we see we have no bulb, so we are in fact missing a ground. So let's take a look at that service info again, find out our ground. We do have the, get better lighting here. We do have the same symptom on the other side, and I believe it is a different ground point. So let's take a look at our diagram and find some locations of those grounds and go from there. All right, so looking at our service info, our left and right front go to G103 and G104. I believe those are probably opposite sides of the car, just based on Ford's numbering system. Okay, G103 right in front of the fuse box. So we need to go check there. Where's G104? There we go. G104. Oh yeah, that's the one bolted on the side of the frame thing. So let's take a look at this. All right, yeah. Back on power, because we're gonna check our grounds. That's buried. Let's check this one first. Ah, it's that one right there. Yeah. Make sure it's not corrosion. No, that's good. Okay. G103's in front of the fuse box. Get my flashlight out here. I may not be able to take you guys with me on this one. I might just have to start taking this thing apart. That's not it. Harness looks kind of unwrapped. If you guys can see. Yeah, let me. Oh, look, hit. I think that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look here. That looks like that's kind of hit. Oh, what is that? Okay. I don't know if you guys saw how far that thing pulled out. I may need to pull this apart and investigate, but I think we're looking at some broke wires here. Let's take a look. Oh. All right, let me get this air box out. It comes out real easy, and then we'll see what we're working with. Okay, got the air box thing out of the way. I think it's false alarm. I pulled another one of them, and it looks like it's just a loop, a ground loop. I'm seeing there's a bare spot of wire right there. I didn't do that. That was already there. Okay, so I got good ground there. So that post is probably good. And I say good ground, good enough to turn this bulb on. So why isn't it good enough to turn on the other bulb, right? Really should do a voltage measurement. Let's just keep doing a visual, because I mean this thing was hitting this corner, so it looks like, you know, I'm seeing tape removed. I see a zip tie right here. There's like all kinds of, I mean, I was checking here, so somewhere between there and there, gotta have some kind of issue. What's this? Did they cut that open, or did? Oh, yep, there we go. I don't know if you guys see that. Well, that was a quick one. Sweet. So, all right. So, very anticlimactic. Broke wire harness. Happens. So, but this is just kind of, you know, this highlights the diagnostic process. Remember, guys, this same thing I did would work if you have a solenoid that's not working, if you have whatever. I mean, we didn't have to do a whole lot there, but all right. Thanks, guys. See you next time. And if you want to learn this kind of diagnostic process, I mean, this was pretty anticlimactic. Nothing special here. This wasn't exactly a good one. Might not even make it to YouTube. But hey, check out our training at l1training.com, and you can learn to be a diagnostician as well. See you guys next time.